one has also to understand that such expressions of shedding of tears, rolling on the ground, etc., they can be imitated by impostors also, just for getting some cheap adoration and to show off. Sometimes people imitate these things. They will shed tears, they will roll on the ground, they will start, their voice will choke up. All these things very nicely they will demonstrate. Even in normal movies also you see, there will be actors, they know they are acting, and they will act such a way that it will be so realistic. They will be crying, they will be expressing all emotions, choking of the voice, all those kind of things. So actors, people who are expert in acting, they can also express such symptoms. So therefore, Prabhupada says that one should not gauge, one should not assess the advancement of a person based on the expressions in the form of external physical indications like tears coming from the eyes, choking of the eye, voice, etc. One should assess one's real advancement, whether one is reaching that bhava stage or not, by comparing with the 9 symptoms of the stage just prior to achieving the stage of bhava. This stage, just one step before one achieves bhava, is called anubhava. In the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami gives 9 symptoms of a person who has reached the stage of anubhava. And once one has reached anubhava, that means the bhava, the real bhava, the ecstatic symptoms of love of Godhead is about to manifest. So, Srila Rupa Goswami says the symptoms of a person in anubhava, what are they? Kshantir avyartha kalatvam, viraktir manashunyata, ashabandha samutkantha, namagane sadaruchihi, asaktis tad gunakhyane, pritis tad vasatis sthale. So, he says, Rupa Goswami says, ityadayo anubhavahasyur jata bhavankure jane. Bhava ankura, the ankura, the sprout, the seed of one in whom the seed of bhava has just sprouted. You have not yet got the fruit of bhava. The seed has just sprouted. The moment the seed of bhava has sprouted, it is called anubhava. And in the stage of anubhava, the symptoms are, the first symptom is kshantihi. One develops tolerance towards all material miseries of a very high order. Generally, we see when there is material distress in someone's life, the person becomes very agitated and disturbed. Sometimes people ask, why God has given so much trouble for me? Why only, that sometimes people's faith in God is shaken when they come across some difficult circumstances in life. Sometimes devotees may know the philosophy. Even after knowing the philosophy, when distress comes in their life, the question will pop up in their mind. What did I do to deserve this? Why is Krishna giving me this distress? So, but in a real devotee who has reached the stage of anubhava, he will never think like that. He is ready to tolerate all kinds of distresses without any agitation. Just like Parikshit Maharaj, when he was cursed by Shringi, that within 7 days, Takshaka, the snake bird, will bite him and he will die. What was Parikshit Maharaj's response? Was he agitated? Was he disturbed? 7 days I am going to die. Was he in anxiety? What will happen to my kingdom? What will happen to my family? On the other hand, it is described when Parikshit Maharaj, when he heard about the curse, he immediately gave up his kingdom, his family, everything. and he went to the bank of the Ganges and started fasting for 7 days. Fasting, no food, no water, no sleep. And naturally, because the emperor of the world has come there, all sages also assembled there. And to all of them he said, Mopayatam, I have taken complete shelter of the Supreme Lord. Mopayatam pratyantu vipra. Oh, sages, kindly know that I have taken total shelter of the Supreme Lord. So, Gangecha Devi Dhrita Chittam Ishe. I have fully dedicated my mind and intelligence at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. And may Ganga Devi also be witness to this. And then he says that Dvijopasrishtaha kuhakas takshako va dashatvalam gayatu Vishnu gathaha. He said, Dashatvalam, let the takshaka come and bite me right now. I have no issue. I am not worried. I have no anxiety. I have no worry. Let the takshaka, why 7 days? Let it come and bite me right now. But I only want that all of you should chant the wonderful transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Lord. I want to quit my body hearing the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. You see, Parikshit Maharaj, no, absolutely no agitation, no this one at all. This is called Kshantihi. Kshantihi avyartha kalatvam. A devotee, when he has come to that stage of Anubhava, he always constantly thinks of utilizing every second in the service of the Supreme Lord. He is always conscious that not even a second should be misused. I should use every second at my disposal in the service of Krishna. That is why you will see the 6 Goswamis, they wouldn't sleep for more than 1 or 2 hours in a day. Because for them, sleeping means waste of time. That much time I can utilize in Krishna's service. So eating, sleeping, all these activities which are activities of the body, which are requirements of the body, a devotee, he becomes indifferent towards them, and he is not at all happy to engage in those activities. Why? Because he sees all such activities as a waste of time. He wants to utilize every moment in hearing and remembering about Krishna. Avyartha kalatvam.